Good morning. It's April the 12th, 2018. Time to kick off another trading day with our usual disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations, unlike an actual performance record. Simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under overcompensated for the impact of any certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the factor design with the benefit of hindsight. No representation being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Well, as you can see, my cough is still hanging on. I've never had bronchitis before, so it's a brand new experience for me, but it is present. I apologize for that. The biggest news overnight was Trump's tweet. We'll make it T squared. Trump's tweets, apostrophe S. He could attack Syria now or later. It was up to him. My guess is that Trump's probably seeing that maybe Syria didn't gas its own citizens. Logic would dictate that, let's see, I'm Assad, and if I gas my people, I've been told I'll be attacked again. Maybe I shouldn't gas them. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. He may have gassed them, but it would make more sense if a rebel group staged a gassing to get the help of the United States. So that will sort itself out over time. But that's the tweet that's driving the market. Yesterday's selling in the U.S. equity market took Asia down. The recovery began in the EU, London time. And the news out of the EU was that their industrial production was down, missing the Prague. So the economic news coming out of the EU continues to show economic softening or weakening. As far as the news goes today, our news, jobless claims 230, import prices up 0.2, export prices up 0.3, nat gas a draw of 11 BCF. There is no news right here, so tweets from Trump, comments administration, China's comments. China looks like they've gone quiet, so could have a pretty quiet day news-wise. As far as the dynamics go for treasuries, the 30-year auction is today. Expect some softness to get the interest rates up a little bit to move the paper, but I don't think it'll break. So I do think we're going to go down. I do think we can test support. 20 to 24 is the first band of support. We're going to put a buy at 17 to 21. The assumption that the Emini will rally in the day session, and then 9 to 13. On the sell side, 27 to 31, sell 1, 3 to 7, sell 2. And it may take a 24, 25 to get in. A lot of it just depends on what the E-mini does off the opening. But we'll be here, and we'll figure it out as we move along through the trading day. Pretty good at staying on the correct side of the market and adjusting our buy and sell bands once the action starts. Okay, this is the 30-year futures, and you can see that we made it to the high volume number from yesterday, 49.25, so 29, excuse me. So number one support will be 24 to 28. Think we can get there. 17 to 21 buy 1. Where those numbers come from? Right down here. And 9 to 13 buy 2. Can't let the bottom fall out of the market. And at 9 to 13 we're picking up this A. Right there, the C. And we're a little bit above value right there. So this would be buy 2. can't move the paper without in a market in a free fall lower. The buck to 04 is number 1, 7 to 11 sell 1, 15 to 19 sell 2. A lot of what happens in treasuries today will be based on the direction of the Emini, and the Emini looks up right now, which or higher, and should give us at least one short this morning in treasuries. Not much news when the news focus is draws in natural gas, import-export prices, and jobless claims. You know, it is Sonny pointed out yesterday. I mean, it's hard to know anymore what to believe from any source or anything. I mean, you just really are put in a position of reading revisions, waiting a couple of 3 days to see if it was actually true or not. Jeff pointed out yesterday that the gas attack in Syria may not have happened. Certainly not by Assad. So, I mean, it's very, very difficult. Fortunately, we have the profile to guide us. What was unusual in gold yesterday was that we took out that high at 65.66. Then we failed. We started down in G period, and that took us all the way down to 51. And so you can see right now we're riding a little high at 53.80. So 50, 52 by 1. Might take a 53 to get in. And then 45, 47 by 2. There's your K period low right there, just above 50. On the sell side, 56, 58, sell 1. Got this K split here, so we'll make 60, 62, sell 3. How about sell 2? I just picked up 1363 and it's stuck. The European Central Bank has had a statement at 7:30 Eastern this morning. No change was expected. I doubt if we'll see any movement in the euro. Economic news out of Europe was weak. So when we take a look at and I haven't seen the news on the ECB meeting, but I've got a B right here. I've got to move out of the middle in Q period. X period right here is wrapped, value area high sell, so that's not a move out of the middle. And we should get down and test the 60-65 area anyway. There's the break in the market. It's also a dent, so we'll make 55-65 by 1. And then 30 to 40 by 2. I got that wrong. Yeah, 30 to 40 right there by 2. When they went to half ticks and the rest of it, my eye. Had a hard time with the euro ever since then. The spill was from 85, so 90 to the buck, sell 1. 15 to 25, sell 2. Crude oil. We've talked about Venezuela is OPEC's card in the hole. And the reason it is that they keep losing production every month. And So OPEC production without cuts from Saudi Arabia or the Gulf states continues to move lower. And Trump's tweet, maybe there won't be an attack on Syria. And Syria is not a big player. When we've seen attacks in Syria, the oil market has never gotten upset about it one way or the other. Attacks on Riyadh by the Houthis from Yemen, which would be an attack by Iran on Saudi Arabia's capital, does generally get a reaction. So, got a seller at 67.25. And see that right up there. And we'd anticipate maybe buying at 66 on this D period that just ran and exploded yesterday. So we're through the breakout, which was right there. We've got some volume down here at 66.08, so we'll make 66, 66 and a quarter by 1. And then 65.50, 65.75 by 2. Market looks like it wants to trade lower. 66.75, 67 sell 1, 67 and a quarter, 67.50 sell 2. So again, the drumbeat of war. Tweets might be the news event of the day for this contract too. My guess is that Trump has spoken his piece on Syria, that we won't catch any tweets on Syria today, but you never know. And as usual, you can't put on a position without at least a disaster stop. I mean, it's just happen. Okay, we'll continue with part 2 of our April 12th pre-market briefing right here to everybody's favorite contract these days because of volatility. In fact, eye-watering volatility at sometimes, and that's what we need as a trader. We need volatility, day trader, to prosper. We need leverage to prosper, and we have both in the Emini. And it's a great contract to trade when the market is allowed to sell. And it has been allowed to sell since January the 29th. Okay, right here you can see that this 75 area, give or take, is important. 78, that high right there, 80. Get through that. Next break in the market would be 27, say 15 to 20. Then basically 27.45. So the market does look like it's trying to trade higher. No news overnight. The market's focus today will be Trump tweets, comments from his administration, comments from China. China looks like they're pretty quiet though. Today's news, jobless claims, import-export prices, nat gas inventories will not play. So getting stops above 62 be the first area I'd see. So 59.64, sell 1. 69.74, sell 2. Get through 78. Think we're probably headed higher. I'm going to put a question mark at 51. I think it might take 51s to get in. Would hope to buy the 46 area. So we'll put this morning real early. I was thinking in terms of 41 to 46. Right now it's moved up, and they make us pay up the buy one alternative. Might be 46 to 51. We'll just have to see how it plays when it gets there. Then 31 to 36 for buy 2. Well, we'll have 80-degree weather again today. It's yesterday, but the winds were blowing 30 to 40, so too warm for a couple of days for the current weather conditions. So when it is that case, we get very, very high winds. Everything comes with a price, doesn't it? But the 80-degree temperatures were pretty nice. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy with that. I'll be back with you as soon as possible. There's no news to drive to trading, so we'll probably deal with fading support and resistance with the guidance, the directional guidance from the profile. In a bit.